All right, salute, salute. Hail Christ, hail victory. I'm going to talk about what the difference is between a nationalist and a conservative. People are so brainwashed and programmed that it's almost impossible for them to think outside the two-tiered box of conservative and liberal, right? As if there's no other ideology. And the difference between a conservative and a nationalist is that a conservative is just trying to conserve what's left of traditional values, whereby a nationalist wants something completely different, new. They want to, not only do they want to restore traditional values, right? They want to undo the degeneracy that the conservatives have failed to conserve, where the conservatives are now in a position of just trying to conserve what's left. Nationalists want to restore what's been lost, but also go beyond that and establish a whole new way of society, a return to tradition. And when I say tradition, I'm not talking about Leave It to Beaver. I'm not even talking about a few hundred years ago. I'm going way back, right? Way back. They're trying to not only restore, they don't want to conserve, they want to restore and then go beyond that, right? And in conservatism, the difference also is being reactionary. Conservatives are largely reactionary, right? They're largely reactionary to what the left does. And they don't, if you notice about conservatives, they don't have their own ideology. They don't have their own ethos, their own honor culture. It's all about really just trying to conserve what's left of conservatism, of traditional values. And therefore, they're very reactionary to the left when the left attacks those. And the conservatism continually gives ground. And conservatives also almost apologize for what they believe, because you'll also often hear conservatives be accused of being racist. So what they do is they say, well, the left are the real racists. The left are the real bigots. Instead of owning it, see, a nationalist owns what he's accused of, meaning we're not going to apologize for critiquing the black community. We're not going to apologize for saying that the sodomite movement is disgusting, right? We're not going to sit there and say, well, the left are the real bigots. No, we are bigoted towards the sodomite community, towards sodomites, the sodomite lifestyle, because it is putrid. It is disgusting, right? So conservatives don't have the foundation of traditional values or ideals or ethos. They simply hold on to a few things that are left, and then they're reactionary to the left when the left attacks them for it, and they try to then say the left is the things that they accuse the right of. Where the right, the nationalists say, no, yeah, we are those things. We are phobic of sodomy, LGBTQ. We are phobic of Islam because we know what Islam is. It's terrorism, right? It's Sharia. So we are phobic of those things, even though that's not the right word, but it's what they accuse us of, but we own it. A nationalist, also conservatives, it's all about the economy. Their concern mainly is the economy, right? How many tax breaks they get, how many houses they could buy, preserving economic capitalism. Nationalists are more concerned about people. They want to preserve the culture and ethnos of their people, right? Conservatism is very materialist doctrine. Nationalism is very spiritual doctrine, right? And conservatism, they are globalists. They believe in American power throughout the globe. They believe in they're pro-war if it's against the enemies of the chosen people, and they're not against immigration. Whereas a nationalist is against immigration and wants to preserve and is looking out primarily for their own folk, the folk of the nation, right? And they're more isolationist. They don't want to be involved in foreign wars. They don't want to be involved in foreign intrigue and all this stuff, where a conservative supports the military industrial complex, as long as that military industrial complex fights the wars that align with their Judeo-Christian values, right? So there's a big difference, and it's funny because when I critique the left, people automatically think I'm a Trump supporter, I'm a conservative, I'm a Republican. Couldn't be further from the truth. In fact, I'm worse than those things because I'm a nationalist. So leftists should hate me even more because I go beyond conservatism. I go beyond republicanism, beyond MAGA stuff. I'm like a right-wing hardcore nationalist, and so that's the thing, right? That's the thing. And that's really the difference, some of the differences between conservative and nationalists. And conservatives largely believe in tolerance and pacifism. Nationalists don't. They're intolerant and they're definitely not pacifistic, right? So just a few of the differences. Anyways, hail victory.